Hello everyone and welcome to FTB Interactions episode 7. We have pretty much outgrown our little base over here, so I think it's time to build and expand. So let's get started. Okay, now we've sorted things out a tiny bit, let's try and plan building. So like I said before, the concrete chicken would be very nice. We would also like, gravel's fine. Grey dye as well, a grey chicken would be very nice as well. Everything else is basically just stone and snow. I assume snow's in this table. Snow, yes, so that's all good. Concrete again is most difficult. Glowstone's a little expensive, but it's more for a decoration than what we need as the main blocks. And everything pretty much involves these X-tone tiles from X-tones. And to make that, it's just a lot of stone, including stone slabs, and we can make them with a saw in the work table, but that's gonna take a lot of durability, so it'd be really nice if we can make ourselves a cutting saw. And yes, it does require a little bit of water, but I mean, water's free. We can just connect it up to the pipe that connects to the electrolyzer. That should be fine. But to make a cutting saw, it's a little bit complicated, but only because of this cobalt brass buzz plate. And to get cobalt brass, we need a mixer, which I don't think we have either, but that just takes a bit of brass, which we've made, aluminium, which we now have, and some cobalt dust. And to get cobalt, we need to find cobalt ore, and cobalt ore is found in the nether. Ooh, can I make this? I'm gonna see if I can make this actually. That looks useful. Yeah, so we need stibnite for that, which I don't know if we found a vein yet or not, but I'll go and see. So some nether mining, it seems. Okay, I need a canning machine. I don't fancy going on that much of a tangent yet. We'll just go to the nether and see what we can find. A pumpkin has finally grown, so we are finally able to make the one of the last spells anyway that I want, which is Failite. So if I chuck it into there, we should be able to unlock it in our stuff, though I've completely forgotten the button that opens it. Is it this one? Yes. So there's Failite. So I'm going to remove, where is it? Saturate that one with Failite instead. And Failite's going to be useful because it just means we don't need torches anymore. Where is my knife? And I can actually even choose the color of the light we get from Failite. So we have blue, brown, red, decaying light. Okay, that's just to get rid of them. Green. Oh, that decaying light. Okay, that makes them decay and disappear, and this one consumes them all. So what's really the difference, I guess? Oh, fixed light. That's fine. We don't need that. Yellow, pink, or purple. Well, we are going to have a sort of bluey base, so maybe blue light might be nice for this one. I normally go for a purple or yellow, but maybe blue for a change. And plus, we've got tons of Dugonia, so it's not like it's really going to consume one of the ones we don't have very many of. So yeah, we're going to have nice little blue Failites. And just to show you what a Failite looks like, bing! Oh, that looks very nice, and it makes a little tingly noise. So that, instead of consuming torches, we can just do that. So I don't need these candles anymore, and well, we don't ever need torches / candles ever again. Perfect. So now I can go to the nether and find some cobalt and be able to light things up a little bit more easily. We are now up to 22 aluminium. And why can I check this? Because I crashed again. I keep crashing in the nether trying to find ore veins, but I'm just breaking blocks, and apparently it's like a pigman ticking or something. So yeah, that's great. So we're detouring and we're going to make the scanner, even though it's a little bit of a detour. We should be fine. Where's the alloy smelter? Is it a plate or does it have to be a plane? A plate, that's fine. So really, we should be fine. Most of it's fairly simple. I haven't seen any. This is an LV one, so I assume we just need an LV, though I don't know how to charge it. Is there a charger? Low voltage turbocharger. I assume that's what we want anyway, so that's fine. So I'll try and make this. I mean, that stuff should be fine, really. We just need some brass rods. We should have some brass somewhere. No idea where, mind, but I'm sure we do have some brass because we made some. And we've got some brass plates. Is that all the brass we have? Maybe. I'll be able to make some more anyway. The big issue really is this. We can make different types of batteries. So we have a choice of lithium, cadmium, and sodium, and you'll have to give me a minute because I only thought you could make lithium. Okay, this is slightly easier than I thought it would be if we go for sodium batteries. I haven't looked at all the recipe. We're still not quite prepared. We need glauconite sand. Glauconite sand. Let's go for that. Glauconite sand in a pulverizer. or a macerator, and it'll just have to be the usual macerator because the other one doesn't give byproducts. Oh, hello, Mr. Cow. Where's my radiance? Goodbye. Okay, I don't want to spawn cow. Macerator. You start macerating, Mr. Macerator, and we oh dear, this is full of tin. Forge hammer? Let's move the problem over a little bit. That's fine. I don't need to do this particularly. I'm just doing it because I'm lazy. Yeah, so that'll macerate. We'll have a chance of getting the sodium, which we want. Small battery hulls are made with a tin cable and battery alloy plates. And how do we get a battery alloy smelter? It is lead and antimony. Is antimony just from an ore? No. Oh dear, here's where things will get tricky, I assume. How does one get antimony then? Pulverization of tetrahedrite. That's from a Tetrahedrite Vein in the overworld. I don't think I found one of those. Right, so you can find tetrahedrite in the overworld. It is a stibite vein, so I don't know if we found it or not. Oh, wouldn't you know? There is actually a tetrahedrite vein over here. Well, that's just perfect, actually. Well done me for finding that earlier. This will make my life way easier. I don't need to search there ever. We just need to do a cheeky bit of mining. I think I was pranked. I came here and there's nothing down here. There's like a little bit of vein on the top of the earth, but there's literally nothing else. So, yeah, that's great. Never fear, I found another one. I'm going to delete that one because I don't think it's correct, but yay, we found another one. It literally took like 2 more seconds, so woo. I don't know why they said it was so rare, but maybe I've just got really lucky for the first time ever. And this is our gain at the end of that. I think we got plenty, to be honest. That should be enough to get us at least 1 battery, and that's really all we need. I think I've overcomplicated things a little bit. If I take some clay, I think I need 13 clay dust. I can just electrolyze that and I'll get what I want. The sodium. So yeah, I think I can't get byproducts from the macerator I have at the moment, which is my issue. What is it? How does one get clay dust? I should now also be able to make a canning machine to make the battery. And can I make this? Almost. And this should be our charger. Woohoo! To get the antimony, we are centrifuging impure piles of tetrahedrite dust, which gives us an 11% chance, and the pure dust we can electrolyze to get, I think it's 2, something like that. Let's give it a go. Electrolyzer. Oh, it's pretty much full of oxygen. How do I get rid of it? Go away. Oh, I'm being silly. It needs to be MV to do that. Whoops. Oh well, we should get some antimony just from the centrifuge, maybe. Oh god. LV. Phew, we will, potentially, get some from this. That's fine then. I haven't made a terrible mistake again. I'm literally so bad at reading. MV. Can't do the clay dust. I don't know why I was trying to overcomplicate things. I should just be able to centrifuge this and it would do the same thing. So, hopefully we have enough tetrahedrite to do this. Oh, look. Antimony dust. Can we... I don't think I even need to cook it. It doesn't show me how to actually make it in... Oh, furnace, obviously. Yeah, so we just need to alloy smelt that with 4 lead, which we've got hundreds of. And there we go. We've got the battery thing that we need, finally. I was really worried we weren't actually going to get any of it. And here we go. Oh, good. I was just so paranoid that was going to be an MV recipe again for a second, but it's fine. It's not. I'm working on getting the sodium now, so that's fine. And ta-da! Battery alloy ingots, and we just need 2 of those in a bending machine to make ourselves the plate, and we should be able to make the small battery hull. And then when we have the sodium, we can make the small sodium battery. And ta-da! There is our small battery hull. So that's a small amount ticked off the list. And we are very lucky little creatures today, because actually brass is really easy for us to make now. It's just an alloy of copper and zinc, because now we have access to the nether, we have access to zinc. So all I need to do is chuck a little bit of sphalerite into our big chunky noisy macerator, and it should produce us some sphalerite bits and bobs. And there we go, we have enough sodium now as well to be able to fill our battery up with. That's very nice. So now if I chuck in our battery and our sodium dust, oh that's quite fast, that's very nice, we should get our small sodium battery. That wasn't too painful. Can you believe I lit literally everything up around here and I forgot to do my own roof? And now a much cheaper brass recipe. So much nicer. Okay, if nothing goes wrong, this should be our LV emitter. This should be our LV sensor, and that's in this chest. We should be able to make ourselves an electric prospectors scanner, which is going to be incredibly useful, and hopefully this works. We should be able to charge it with this pretty slowly, but it's charging, so I'll let that charge, and then hopefully we'll be able to prospect the nether a little bit more easily. It's in a 3 chunk radius. I don't know if that's like a 9x9, a 3x3, because radius, that feels like a diameter to me, but we'll see. So 3 block radius is like this. I just tested it out. We have a bit of coal ore over here and some tricalcium phosphate. I don't know if that makes it show up on the map. Maybe it does. I don't remember if we had that there before or not, to be quite honest. But yeah, I'll keep charging it. It's interesting. I've seen them before. I've never used them. Exciting. I am also sad to report aluminium has stopped working again, though we did get to 37 ingots. Probably because you can only run one of the boilers at a time. The lights stay on, so it's obviously just wasting my power. So I'll turn it off for now and just leave, and hopefully we can get another backlog of steam going. Lucky for me, this mod pack has a flat nether roof, so I'll try and find where the actual ore chunk... Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter because I can just do this. And what have we got around us? We have a bauxite vein that we knew about. We have stibnite there, and grossular, tantalite, and spessartite. I can't remember which one we need. Is it snibite? Cobalt. Stibnite. It is this one. Okay, so actually, instantly we win. Woohoo. I'm a little silly, but the tetrahedrite vein that we have over here actually has stibnite in it. So we didn't really need to do that, but it's fine. Well, that's very useful for the future. So, small problem with the tetrahedrite vein. I can't actually see it, like, at all. I'm going to have to use extension, I think, to actually see where the ores are and make sure I've cleared them all, because it's literally the exact same color as bedrock, and it's a little, not bedrock, netherrack, and it's a little confusing. Oh, apparently there's a resource pack which changes a few of the textures, including, hopefully nothing that I actually want to use in building. Oh, I don't know if I like the dark interface, however. But I do like the new netherrack texture, because now I can actually see the ore, which is I was just complaining about. So yes, I know maybe a bit jarring to change the interface during the series, but I literally can't see anything otherwise, and it was bothering me. We'll see if there's... Oh, they look kind of cool, actually. We'll see. If there's stuff I don't like, we'll turn it off, but for now I'll keep it on just so I can see the ores I'm mining. Goodness me, GregDeck has a lot of machines, but we now need to use our basic mixer, and if we mix brass dust, aluminium dust, and cobalt dust, nothing will happen. And nothing happens because I'm a silly sausage and I forgot the circuit. But once we chuck a circuit in just 45 seconds, we will get ourselves some cobalt brass dust, which should get us our thingy-mabobber. Why would I do that? That's such an uncheap recipe. And then we can make our brass blades. Woohoo! Brass buzzsaw blade. And then, woohoo! Cutting machine. The irony of the amount of stuff I've just had to do just to make stone slabs. That's all I want, stone slabs. Oh well, it'll be worth it. Ta-da! Cobalt brass dust. Do I need to cook this before I turn it into plates? Probably. Ooh, I get the new wheat texture now as well. I still can't decide if I like it more or less. I think the UI is a little bit too dark is my problem. I don't know if I can figure out how to change that maybe. But yeah, apart from that, I quite like it. I like having the new netherrack. I think it might take me a minute to get used to all the new dusts. Not that much has changed. Yeah, the stones changed as well, which is nice. I do really like the new stone texture, and I haven't been able to play with the new textures that much because the only new mod pack I played was Ocean Block, and that didn't take me too long. So yeah, maybe it'll be nice to try some new textures out. We'll see. I hope you don't get annoyed about me changing it back though if I wanted to. So that is our buzzsaw, finally. That took ages. And then cutting machine. Oh, we can make it. Well, that's just brilliant, isn't it? So there we go. We can now make stone slabs. That didn't take a long time. Ta-da! One basic cutting machine full of tasty amounts of water, cutting us stone slabs fairly fast. Yay, we did it. The pipe has to come out there because of the hopper. I do know I can auto output from the bottom, but this gives me a little extra storage buffer, so why not? Woohoo! Oh, and I got some more impure nickel dust I can chuck in my centrifuge to get some more cobalt. I wonder if I can use this cobalt to make cobalt hammers. Extruder? Yeah, cobalt shovel head. Okay, lovely. Wait, I didn't see what that was level wise. Hopefully it's probably HV, but what if it's MV? What if we are so close to being able to have... Oh, it's MV! Cobalt hammer, MV, woohoo! Okay, that's amazing news. Woohoo! This is a very interesting texture for a clay bucket. Oh, good, it's turned into a real one. Oh dear, the hordes are among us, but they're very easy to dispatch of now. I love being able to hit things multiple at once. Yes, nighttime's probably not a good time to try and clear out all the water over here. Water, plant matter, with water. But whatever. We have radiance, and once radiance runs out of stuff, which probably won't be for a very long time, you can just run back. After a long time, we finally have a sort of base. This is what it looks like from the map. It's basically just a circle with a few bits and bobs to put the machines. It is expandable and will be expanded, but this will do for now. Not everything's filled in. We didn't have enough machines, which is good because we'll have room for expansion. But this is basically the entrance. Yes, there's nothing on the outside yet. It's just interiors, but that's all right. This is our steam macerators here. We've got a corridor up here and one up here. The one up here actually has stuff in, so we'll look at that. I put my blast furnace here, hopefully to potentially have a couple more blast furnaces in this section with wall sharing, so that's good. Not sure about these corner walls. Don't really like them. Don't know what to do with them. Some of them will be knocked down anyway. Then we have our first machine wall, and yes, we have a full machine wall, and this is all our LV machines, which is very nice. And there's a couple over on this side as well. These ones aren't really fully automated. I need water for the electrolyzer. I also need water for the cutting machine there, which it doesn't have yet, but that's all right. Mind you, I'm not quite sure where to put it, but the water in, but that's fine. Then no stair there yet, but if you hop up here, we have some more rooms for some multi-block machines, a room here, and this is our current power situation. And yes, the ceiling's made of dirt, so we'll just ignore that part, but that's for the trees. So we have doubled up our production. We now have 6 improved coke ovens, which are all running just because I had a backlog of logs. Pun not intended. And then we have our bronze boilers over here. It's the same. Oh dear, this is a terrible setup actually because everything's not going in the hopper and I'm probably wasted a bunch of charcoal. Don't know why it's doing that. Let's do some... Hopefully that'll keep it going in the right direction, even though it's very ugly. Why is it? Can I have that please? Nope. Okay, funny. So that should help with that. A good thing I noticed. But anyway, yes, charcoal pops off into there. Hopefully it goes in. We make steam. We've already half filled again, so that's nice. Not that I've been running anything too intensive, or probably anything actually. And yeah, up here we have our 2 tree beacons. We have 3 trees. That's all I could manage to grow. Nothing else would grow. Oh yes, we've already out of the backlog of wood. That's fine. That all makes power. And right now we just have sort of a outside bit where all the pipes are going, so it's not really very neat, but this will all be covered anyway, so it doesn't matter. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing. There's a few empty spaces here, some for multi-blocks, some for single block machines. I tried to add, there's probably more for multi-blocks just because single block machines take up less space, but we've got plenty of space hopefully to expand. Good variety of sort of big and small spaces, that fits nicely there. Hopefully everything works all right. yeah, so I just need to sort out a few more unending bowls. I made 2 more for those things over there. I think I've got 1 spare, and then I can connect 1 to the electrolyzer and 1 to the... where is it? The basic cutting machine. And then now we've got a bit better of a infrastructure, better power, we can start trying to push a bit further into MV, I think. Okay, well, I've spent so long building, I'm not actually even quite sure what we're meant to be doing, but I think we can't quite make the advanced steam turbine. We should be able to make ourselves some MV machine hulls. So let's just start with 2 machine casings, and then we need some copper cable in an assembler, which I haven't done yet. So we're going to need some copper wire, which I think I've made. Okay, there's some copper wire. Oh, there's some rubber here. So how do I get the rubber converted into what we want? So machine hull, copper cable, liquid rubber comes from an extractor. So I can just chuck it in an extractor and then get a empty cell and take it with me, and that should be fine. Yes, I know, not efficient, but this is just for now. So I can... oh, okay, that's really fast. I didn't think it would be so fast, but yes, I'm just doing this right now. There we go. Where's my assembler? Like that, and then this. Okay, there we go. That's how we can cover the things. Yes, so I'm just speeding through this bit because I want to be able to make the tree farm and have a better automatic supply of steam, and then we should be able to upgrade the machines. I would quite like a stack of MV circuits. I think that would help a lot. However, the best recipe for LV circuits, well, we can't do that right now, but the second best recipe, yes, we can't do this one because we need, yes, stuff we don't quite have yet. Can I make this one? Yes, this is just a normal circuit board which you can make, so we should be able to make the second one with some tin or some liquid soldering alloy, which we should be able to make actually. It's in the blast furnace, so maybe we can't, but this will make us 2 instead of 1 with less things. Yes, we can't make all of it, but we do need MV cutting saw to actually be able to get there. So I don't know how inefficient to be efficient we should be about this, but because we need to make an MV circuit, we need 3 LV circuits, so it would be nice to just have like, okay, we also need to do this. That's fine, we've got plenty of glue. So yeah, I would quite like to just make all of this, but then I don't know really if it's very efficient to be making so many circuits when there's a better recipe really close by. Really, we only did an MV cutting saw. What's this? MV laser engraver. What's a silicon wafer? That's also just an MV cutting saw, and that's a blast furnace recipe, which is a bit tricky, so we'll see. I mean, it's really just mining. So now we should be able to make ourselves 2 MV machine hulls, which technically means we are fully in the MV age now, as in we have got our reward. So now we need a plant gatherer and a plant sower, which we're not quite at yet. We should have some rubber, it's just in another chest. All of that should be easy enough, so it shouldn't be too bad. Because of moving, a lot of my stuff's over here in random chests because I was just dumping stuff so I could move things. So we have, tons of steel, and there's the plastic that we wanted, more rubber bars, more wires, lots of dirty dust stuff. So yes, we've got a lot more resources than it looks like, but they're just all hidden. Wow, the quest book is very kind, and it's given us 4 MV machine hulls and 4 LV circuits just for getting into MV, so that's nice. I know we said biodiesel, but this seems to make it sound like diesel might actually be the best sense of fuel, and that's kind of where the progression wants you to take, so maybe we'll have to go for diesel instead, but we'll see. Okay, so we should now be able to make a plant gatherer, which is just lovely. And can we make the plant sower? Not quite. We need some... pistons of a normal recipe? I thought they'd have a hard one. And there's our plant sower. However, to use these industrial foregoing machines, we will need some range add-ons, and the best one that we can probably get to... Actually, I've got a different idea. No, never mind, I don't have a different idea. I thought to get the range for add-on we just needed some tin plates and an MV circuit, but we also need polyethylene. So no, we're going to do what I was going to do before, and that is make the up to +3 range add-on, which will probably do for now, to be quite honest, but we'll see. However, we need arcane stone, and to get arcane stone we need this stuff, the Necro blocks, and to get the Necro blocks we can just use an LV mixer with some gold and some stone, which is nice and easy. However, getting Necro we can automate, and I think we should be at the point where we can automate it. I know a few episodes ago we tried and it wasn't really the time, but now I think we should be able to automate it. So I'll just need to clean up my inventory a bit, collect some supplies, and let's see how this goes. Okay, this is everything apart from maybe 1 bucket of something I can't quite figure out, but I'll build it according to Taz's video. I won't do it live because I'll be confused, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, system is up and running, and yes, I did just put it here because I didn't know where else to put it, and well, nothing really was going here now, so I can always move it. It was actually really simple to set up. So we have a iron dropper down here, which drops us gold nuggets if this block detects that there's mana in here, until I grab it by accident. Obviously, we'll need to refill that, and we'll need to refill the mana, but this will do for now. Then this clicks a dispenser, which will collect a Necro bucket. This will be output into an ender fluid tank. I'll be careful, there's only one bucket in there. And then the bucket empties and goes and picks up mana and then dispenses it again. It detects. It takes a couple times before it pulls out properly. But yeah, and then it just repeats itself again. And if you want to be shown how to do this, watch Taz's video. I'd highly recommend. I don't understand redstone things. But there we go, a little sort of Necro system or whatever this stuff is. So now that's automatic, and now we should much more easily be able to get ourselves some arcane stone. We just need it's the Necro blocks that we need. So that's just stone and gold nuggets in a LV mixer. And now I've chucked it all in a mixer, we are getting our Necro blocks, which are kind of cool looking. Can I put them down and have a look at them? Ooh, shiny. Oh, they break instantly. Very nice. But yay, we've sort of semi-vaguely automated this. Well, it's better than it was. And now we have a bit of arcane stone. We should be able to make 2 range add-ons, and we only want 2. Don't want 3. Oh, is that a lot? It's the LV circuit. That would actually be so sad. I hope it's not, but it probably is. Anyway, we also need some lapis plates, which are blocks of lapis cut in the cutting saw. How do I make this? I just need to compress lapis. Now, here's a question. Do I actually have any other lapis apart from this, or is that it? No, I do have... Oh, no, that's it. I think actually probably would be good if I did some mining, because I'm quite low on a lot of things because I've been setting up the MV stuff. That would be nice. Well, it seems the map has lost all but one of my ore veins, which is really not useful. I don't know if I've done something wrong, but there's an oil sands vein and absolutely no other ones are showing, which is kind of very annoying. So that's just great. Oh well, let's hope we just don't find any duplicates. This is what I'm looking for, bachelor's button, which should give us lapis. Okay, so I've got some lapis now. It's just going through our forge hammer, and we just need the compressor, which obviously I cannot find. Compressor, there we go. I've tried to mute all the Greg text sounds, but there's something still making a noise and I don't know what it is. So I've literally muted all the Greg text sounds. I have really no idea what it is, unless it's there's some secret ones. Oh, there's a few secret ones. I'll see if I can figure it out. And with our new lapis block, I should be able to chuck it into a cutting machine and wait 22 seconds, and then we should have our lapis plates. And we need one more block. And now we should be able to make a range 2 add-on, apart from I'm out of rubber sheets. And now I've got those rubber sheets, we should be able to make a +3 add-on, and that will work for our machines, which I've put somewhere. Can't remember where now. That's fine. However, our actuals seem to be keeping up on Steam at the moment. Not quite sure why, but yeah, that's a bit of a shock. So maybe I should work on making some MV circuits and see how that goes. Okay, I lied about us having enough wood from the astral things. We didn't. So after a bit of trial and error, I have made a little tree farm. And you know what? Actually, it runs on 2 solar boilers. Perfectly fine, actually. I've had no problems, so I don't even need to upgrade it to a better boiler or anything like that. So that's quite reassuring. However, I haven't managed to reroute the saplings into a better location, but that's all right. We are feeding everything that we need to feed downstairs. We should be getting enough steam now. I can add some more of these if we need to be honest, but it's nice to just have some passive power to run a tree farm, which makes this all our actual active power. I could probably loop it, but yeah, this was working fine. I was having a problem where the trees weren't growing, but I think it's because of the tree beacon sort of breaking the tree beacon and then not relogging meant that it thought the tree beacon was still there, so nothing would grow. As soon as I relogged and with no tree beacons, obviously it's working fine ever since. So yeah, I mean, this is a nice little self-sufficient system. We should now have enough steam to power things. So I think really now our issue is the pulling of the steam out of this. So I mean, an MV pump would be very nice, but we will need a yeah, honestly we're probably pretty close to actually being able to make that. It's a bit of a, it doesn't seem to be very nice, however, so yes, we'll need a motor for it. We'll do that when we're making the other things, but now we should be getting enough steam. Well, most of them are on, not all of them, because it just takes a while for the wood to actually reach all of them, so I can set them off a little bit like that. But there we go. So power maybe fix a bit better now, fingers crossed. Also potentially maybe not. So now we've set up the new tree farm. It's actually so effective that we can't use up all of the charcoal. We are sort of in a surplus, I think. But yes, we're actually storing a buffer of charcoal now. Oh, well, that's silly of me. We've stored so much of a buffer, actually, none of it's going into the machine. And yes, it's because I hadn't got any tin pipes. I was just trying to stop it causing problems. But there we go. Now we can have some actual coal in the machines. Oh, that's why we're having a bit of a steam problem. Oh, I'm so silly. Anyway, normally when I've not been silly, we have enough charcoal to actually back up the system, which is a bit of a pain actually, but whatever. It's fine. Maybe I can use that item collector to just pick up charcoal, but then it won't go in here, it just picks it up. We'll see. Yeah, because look, it fills up fairly fast now. Whatever, we're getting power, we're having plenty, we've got so much charcoal, I actually don't know what to do with it all. I have set up a main pipe straight from the boilers down into the system just because things were having problems. I'm also still having minor problems with this side. For some reason the pipe just like loses steam every so often and I just have to break it. I broke a few more in places, so hopefully it's fixed itself. I am currently trying to make 4 stacks of LV circuits, and this is probably quite inefficient of a way to do it. Main bottlenecks are string and weighting. Everything else is pretty fine. It's actually not really that expensive. I should probably have a look and see what we need for the MV one. Diodes, fine, copper wire, and ooh, something I have not seen before. Well, I assume we have to use the glass one, so if we use anneal copper wire, we get better. And that's just this in the arc furnace. Yes. Okay, so we've nearly got the 4 stacks of LV circuits, but we've still got all the MV ones left to make. And yes, things are slow, but we are progressing. Okay, so the plan to get gallium is to centrifuge purified piles of sphalerite dust, and this will give us about an 11% chance. We will have to stop the production of glue for a minute, just because, well, this is also important. So hopefully when this is finished, we will get some gallium dust. We luckily only need small piles, so it shouldn't be too bad, but we'll see. I've just started it off and already we have 2 gallium dust. I think about 16 is all we need, so it should actually be fine. This is still running, making us circuit boards, which are just for the LV circuits, so things are going all right. Getting arsenic is a little trickier. If we were at MV, which we're not quite yet, we could just put a Cobaltite in the electrolyzer, but right now we can't do that. So I think the way to do it is, oh, we can centrifuge real garg dust. Okay, so it's not complicated, I don't think. I think I can get real garg dust. Okay, it's fine. Figured it out. I thought we had to use the blast furnace. Luckily for me, when you centrifuge real garg, you get a full chance of getting arsenic. And we also get sulfur, which is really nice actually, because that will help us. I've just put in some of the raw rubber pulp that we've been getting with some sulfur dust just to make us some rubber while I'm waiting for everything else. Because I'm very efficient with my time, so I'll let this get to I'll let this get to 16 because that should be enough, and then I'll have to set the sticky resin back off again because we need glue for this, and we're nearly out again. It takes quite a while to centrifuge sticky resin, so that's always a good one. And now, once we have some arsenic and some gallium, we can mix this together in a basic mixer on program circuit 1, and that should be, we get 2 at a time, gallium arsenide dust. So actually we need way less than this than I thought, because we only need 16. So yeah, I should actually be able to start putting the sticky resin back in. Lovely stuff, though I think I probably actually need quite a lot more sticky resin. We are almost out. And then convert it into the small piles. Well, I thought I put it in here and it became tiny piles. Small pile, crafting, gallium arsenide dust. How do I make it give me what I want? That's the pain. Why is it giving me the wrong one? It says I can just do it like this. Am I going to have to make a packager just to decraft this? That's silly. No, I don't. I did make an actual crafting table. You just need to put it here and there we go. 64 small piles of gallium arsenide dust. Amazing. Right, I should now have everything to make 4 stacks of LV circuits, though I don't know if this is all going to fit in my inventory. No, so let's make a few to start with. Yes, these are just the basic ones, not the slightly fancier ones, but there we go, 2 stacks and then everything else, and this should be 4 stacks. So 3 stacks will be going towards the MV circuits. I'll put them down here, and 1 stack is just for me. We'll see how long that lasts, but after we have MV, we should be able to unlock the easier recipe, and I'm just waiting on making the diodes in the assembler and making some circuit boards in the assembler. And once we've done that, we should be good. I should have all of the fine annealed copper wire that we need as well. So yeah, just need to wait for this to do. Get some more glue and stuff. We've already got 8. These need to be, yes, this is going to be incredibly inefficient. I know there's a cheaper way, but we don't really have the stuff we need for it right now. So there we go. That's how to make the good circuit boards, and I'll make a stack of those and then a stack of the diodes. A bit of time later, and we now have everything that we should need to be able to make ourselves a stack of MV circuits. Woohoo! So technically, I would say now we are fully in the MV age. Oh, and we also get some nice gifts from this, like capacitors, so we can make stuff in the circuit assembler. That's very kindly of them. Thank you very much. So yeah, we did it. And now we've made our stack of MV circuits and built a base. I think it's now a good time to wrap up today's episode. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.